Hello, a very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Emmeline. Today's webinar is part of the Smart Nation Together series brought to you by Smart Nation Singapore. Our topic for today is all about CPF Mobile. So today, we are very glad to have with us the team from CPF's Digital Services, Bernice and Reyes, to share more with us. If you have any questions for the speakers, do write to them using the Q&A feature, and our speakers will address them towards the end of the session. So now I'll hand over the time to Bernice. Bernice, please.
Hello, hi, I'm Bernice, and the other one who's also waving at the screen right now is Reyes. Yeah, so together we are from the Digital Services team of the CPF board, which takes care of the mobile app, also known as CPF Mobile. So from now on, when you hear this term CPF Mobile, we're actually referring to the app. So just take note of that, right? So just a little bit of education aside, I will be doing the main sharing of the session, and Reyes, my teammate, he'll be covering the Q&A at the end of this sharing. So as earlier shared by Emmeline during the introduction, you can list any of your questions regarding CPF Mobile into the Q&A function. Okay, and then we'll do our very best to clear any doubts you have regarding the app later during the Q&A. So right now, to start off, we'd like to share a very short introduction video of CPF Mobile and its features. So just sit back and enjoy. All right, so that was a very quick summary video of some features available on CPF Mobile to provide you with greater convenience when it comes to performing certain CPF transactions on the go. And that is also why we're here, to share with you more about what CPF Mobile can offer in order for you to use it to the fullest. In this session, we'll be guiding you with some quick steps to download CPF Mobile, as you can see here on this slide. We'll show you how the app works, to understand certain available information and services in the app, to teach you how to customize your app settings easily, to view information securely, and last but not least, a Q&A. So as you might have seen towards the end of the video earlier, CPF Mobile is available for download on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. For those of you who have downloaded the app on your phones, then you can just look at this and go through with us. But for those who have not, then I'll show you the actual steps, which you can download now at your own convenience. But not to worry, because towards the end of the webinar, we'll also be flashing the QR codes once again so that you can download them from the correct places. Okay, so for iPhone and iPad users, right, basically Apple users, you can click on the App Store icon, which looks like this. So basically, it is like a white letter A against a blue background. All right, so once you've located it on your phone or devices, click on it and then manually search for CPF Mobile. So you can type it in, right? CPF Mobile. And then our app looks like that. So basically, it is like a green icon. It's got a green icon with the words CPF Mobile stated in white on it. And then to download it, just click on the Get button. So if previously you have downloaded, but for certain reasons you have offloaded the app, you will see a cloud icon with an arrow instead. So if you would like to reinstall, just click on that icon to do so. For Google or Android users, you can search for the Google Play Store icon, which looks like that. So basically, it is a rainbow arrow pointing to the right against the white background. Search for CPF Mobile the same way. And then once you've located the app, click on the Install button. So now I'll move on to help everyone better understand the features of CPF Mobile, which you will expect to see when you explore the app. Okay, so assuming you have downloaded a CPF Mobile already and gone through the introduction screens for the very first time, the first page you would see here would be the home page, right? So we call this the home page or the login page. So you would see this title here that says Saving for Retirement and the Login with SingPass button at the somewhere in the middle. All right. What is interesting here would be this section here at the bottom in white, and this area is called the Contribution Calculator, because it allows you the ability to compute your contributions, okay? So this area here doesn't require login. So you can just click on this button called Calculate Your Contribution, and you would be able to see this screen, this page that I'm showing in the middle, all right? So this page is called the Contribution Calculator, and you can choose your citizenship, be it whether you are a Singapore citizen or a permanent resident. Just select your month and year of birth, your month and year of contribution accordingly. And beneath that, there are some contribution details that you will need to fill in. Okay, for the permanent resident page, it looks a bit different, but you can just follow the steps within to key in accordingly. Then what you would see would be this page that you are seeing on the right, which shows you the contributions by yourself or your employer, which is your boss. Somewhere in this middle, there is this chart here. This is called the donut chart because it is hollow in the middle, right? So in this donut chart, we see the total amounts that are contributed by both yourself and your employer, okay? And it shows you the color coding as well. When you click on the allocation tab or the button, what you would see would be your allocation according to your CPF accounts. So namely your OA, which is ordinary, MA, which is MediSave, and special, which is your SA account. So for the rest of the information and services within the app, you will have to log in due to the level of confidentiality of the information. Okay, so once you have logged into the app using your SingPass, you would see this page called the dashboard. And even at the top of it, you would see the name dashboard here. Okay, and the very first thing that would most likely catch your eye would be this donut chart. So it looks a bit similar to the contribution calculator that we saw earlier, but now with different colors. So you would see the total amount of your CPF accounts here in the donut chart, the as-at date, which is the day you're logging in. So right now, if you're logging in, you would see today's date. Beneath this donut chart, there is a breakdown into your different CPF accounts. So your OA, SA, MA, and RA, which is your retirement account. And this is only for people who are 55 years and above. Throughout the app, you would see this icon here, which is kind of like a green circle with a letter I in it. And this is called the tooltip. So earlier on in the video, we also featured this. There is a tooltip here, which explains certain technical terms within the app. So anytime you see this and you're not sure what the section is talking about, you can just click on it to find out more about the term. Okay, so once you scroll down from this breakdown section, you would see a quick access. And it basically offers you quick access to your transaction and contribution history. And it also allows you to make top-ups to your SA or your RA. So this is not only for yourself, but you can also make top-ups to your loved ones' accounts. And we will cover more on that later. At the very end of the dashboard, we've got this section that is broken down into 3 items here. So basically, it shows you an overview of your CPF monies being used for your healthcare, housing, and investment. Okay, so it is an easy overview to look at information here. But if you require more details, you can just click on this little icon here, which looks like a right-facing arrow to find out more on the detail pages. Not too long ago, we've also enhanced the app to make it a bit more user-friendly. You will see larger icons, larger font size for easier in-app navigation. So together with that, we've also got this icon called the privacy icon. Basically, this turns on or off your privacy mode. A lot of us, we've got like a very confidential information on the app. So such as your account balances, transaction or contribution history, so on and so forth. And whenever you wish to seek help from your family or your friends, or even decide to make a trip down to the CPF service centers to seek assistance from the staff, you can do so by sharing your phone screen very easily. All you need to do to hide your important details here would be to click on this privacy icon, right? So it is on the right and top right here, and it's like an eye with a line cutting across it. So when you click on it, basically it hides or masks all the information before the decimal places. Okay, so for me personally, I use it quite a lot on the go. I like to use my app on the go, especially when I'm on like a crowded train. I use it as well. And I don't want people to see all my account balances and very private information. So with that, I will always be using this privacy mode to turn it on. Okay, so just hopefully you guys can also use this feature when we hope that you can share your screen with others without any worries. Okay, so other than the top right icon, we've got another icon on the top left of your dashboard, and it is a circle with 3 lines in it. And we call this the hamburger icon, right? Because it's basically divided into layers and it looks like a hamburger. So basically, when you click on this hamburger icon, it opens up this page that you see on this right screen. Okay, this is called the side menu. Okay, so for the next few slides, I'll be showing you a bit more on the side menu as well. So from here, you will see your dashboard, your healthcare, housing, and investment. And these 3 sections might be somewhat familiar to you because we've seen that earlier. For your statements, this brings you to your transaction or contribution history. And then at the bottom left, we've got services as well, which gives us options to do different things. We'll also cover this later. And then the bottom right, last but not least, we have this settings, which gives you the ability to customize some of your app settings. Okay, and of course, we've got the logout link here as well to log out from the app. So from the side menu, assuming you click on healthcare, housing, or investment, you would be seeing these pages. Okay, so basically, if you're using your CPF monies for healthcare, you would see your MediSave account balance here. Okay, together with the usage, withdrawals, or even your limits for your MA, which is your MediSave. Okay, it will be broken down into items such as your outpatient treatments, Flexi MediSave, and so on. Beneath that, we've got some of the healthcare schemes that are applicable to you. So if you are using your CPF monies or savings on housing or investment, then you would see relevant information within these pages. So for example, housing, you would see the total net amount used. Okay, beneath that, you've got the total accrued interest together with the tooltip. So if you want to find out more about what this means, you can just click on the tooltip. So if you are using CPF monies for your housing, it will appear here as well. And for this particular example, we've got more than 1 property. That's why 2 are appearing here. Okay, same for investment, also information that applies to you. All right, so this one shows you amounts that you can invest. And beneath that, you've got your investment account and investment transactions. So all the screens are really screens that are applicable to you, information showing you what is applicable to you. Okay, so from the side menu, if you click on the statements icon, it brings you to a page that looks like this on the left that I'm pointing to. So you can use this to easily toggle between 3 or 6 months. to look at your contribution or transaction history. Okay, if you click on month range, you can view up to your last 15 months of transactions or contribution history. Okay, so you just select your month range accordingly based on what you desire. Click on the apply button. And then what would appear would be like this page in the middle, which shows you kind of like a listing page of your transaction or contribution history. So here you see the month and year, the actual date of contribution. When you see this hyperlink, you can click on it to find out more about what the abbreviation means for you. Okay, for this particular one, it is contribution. And then beneath that, we've got your employer name or company name, followed by the breakdown into your OA, SA, and MA. So your listing page would look more or less like that when you scroll down. Okay, so throughout the app, we've also got this feature that you would see, and this function is basically the generate PDF function, which allows you to easily generate and save a PDF copy of whatever you've just extracted in terms of the information into your device. Okay, so this would be easy for you to save and view it later for easy reference. Even if you decide to apply for a job and you require such information, you can easily get it from your device. So now that we've seen some of the available features in the app, we'll now delve deeper into some of the services available, where you can make certain CPF transactions conveniently. When you access services from the side menu, it brings up these three options. Okay, the first one allows you to make top-ups to your own or your loved one's SA or RA to build up retirement savings. Okay, so the second option here also allows you to build up retirement savings, and that is basically to allow you to make a refund of the CPF savings you have used for your property using cash. And this section here is called the voluntary housing refund. Last but not least, within services as well, we've got the contribution calculator, which would be something you have seen from the home screen or the home page. Okay, so when you click services from the side menu, just to recap, it is the bottom left icon over here. Okay, and when you select the first option, which is to top up your SA or RA, you would see this page on the right. Okay, so you can choose to top up between make a cash top up or to do it by your CPF transfer. Then you can select self or loved ones, and then you'll just have to take note of the available top up amount that is stated here and find out more using the tooltip where necessary. Okay, then you can key in your top up amount and follow the instructions within this page. So if you're making a cash top up, you can do so via the following payment modes. So we've got the PayNow QR, the OCBC Pay Anyone, or eNets. Okay, so you can just choose accordingly based on what you have, follow the instructions within, and then finally you will end up at this acknowledgement page, which shows you a successful transaction. Okay, so there will also be some transaction details at the bottom. And then if you have your email address registered with CPF, you will also be receiving an email confirmation to inform you of this transaction. So for CPF transfers to your loved ones, note that you will need to have ready the soft copy of your supporting documents, such as your birth certificates, in your device. Okay, whether you're using a mobile phone or tablet, it doesn't matter. You need the supporting documents ready in your device before you make a CPF transfer. So you can just follow the instructions accordingly. For this top-up page, this transfer page, you can just select Add File. Okay, so once you add file, choose from your device, follow the instructions, and finally, you will come to the successful transaction screen as well. CPF Mobile also allows you to make a cash refund of the CPF savings you have used for your housing in order to build your retirement savings. So the page that you enter from the services second option would look like this. So this is called voluntary housing refund. If you've got more than one property, it would appear here. Otherwise, only one will show. And then take note of the refund details, because here it shows the maximum refund amount together with the tooltip once again for you to find out more information. And then you can key in the refund amount you would like to make. Select your cash payment modes here. It would be the same as your SA or RA top-up. And then finally, you reach the same screen, which shows you that it is a successful transaction. Last but not least, under services, we've got the same contribution calculator. And I won't go into this because this is the same feature as you can access from your homepage. So we just wanted to let you know that you can access the contribution calculator both before you log in and after you log in from the services page. So CPF Mobile has a settings page, which allows you to make certain customizations within the app to suit your notification preferences. We'll now learn how to enable and view your notifications. All you need to do is to click on Settings from your side menu. And basically, the side menu opens up after you click on the hamburger icon, if you remember that earlier. Okay, so the settings is on the bottom right of the side menu. And assuming you haven't switched on your push notifications for CPF Mobile, in your settings page, you would just have to go to this button, which says Go to Device Settings. Okay, so it switches on your general notifications, such as what is stated here, but we'll cover a bit more in the next slide. Under Notification Preferences, there is also this toggle, this button, that allows you to switch on or enable your personalized notifications on this device. Okay, so just take note that personalized notifications would be things like your account updates, reminders, transactions, so on and so forth. Okay, so to turn this on, you need to switch this on here. And it is under Notification Preferences. For security reasons, please also note that you can only enable personalized notifications on one device at a time. So for your notifications, if you would like to view them, just search for this bell icon. You can access it via your side menu here at the top left, or also from your homepage before you log in, somewhere at the top. If you have unread notifications, it appears with a red button, with a red dot, together with this bell icon. So from here, once you click into it, you would see this notifications listing page, which shows you your general notifications on items such as your educational articles, tips, events, yearly statement of accounts. And the other tab here, Personalized, shows you your personalized notifications, right? So these are your personal CPF matters. And in this example, it would be the CPF contribution alert, right? So I don't know if the screen is too small here, but the description here says your contributions for which month, which year are credited. And it shows you when the notification has been sent. So do also take note that when you access this notification screen, especially for the personalized notifications from the home page, you will have to log in first to view this, okay? Because this is considered confidential information. But if you are accessing from the side menu, then you wouldn't have to log in because you are already logged in when you're accessing from here. So following the recent online scams that many of you might have heard by now, we've made changes to some of the CPF notifications, and we recently started a pilot for your CPF contribution alert. This allows you to view your email notifications more securely via CPF Mobile, which is via the app instead of your mobile browser. So let me show you what I mean by that. So assuming you have received your CPF contribution alert email, when it comes in, it looks like this on your device. Okay, so this is the contribution alerts email on your device. Sorry, you'll just have to click on the view button. So there is this view button here. So if you have the latest version of CPF Mobile, you will be led directly to your app. Okay, so this is CPF Mobile, and this area here is called the browser. Okay, so therefore this whole screen is called the in-app browser. So before you actually see this page that shows you your contribution details, you'll definitely have to key in some personal information like your NRIC and your date of birth. All right, then it shows you on your in-app browser. But if you do not have the latest version of the app, or if you do not even have the app, clicking on the view button from the email leads you directly to your mobile browser, which is what I'm pointing at right now. Okay, so if you're an Apple user, the mobile browser would most likely be a Safari browser. Okay, if you're an Android user, most likely your mobile browser is a Chrome browser, but it also depends on your device settings and preferences. Okay, so once you're on your mobile browser, the first thing that would appear is this pop-up, which allows you the option to view your information by downloading the app or to continue viewing with your browser. Okay, so if you choose download, it brings you to your Apple App Store or your Google Play Store to download the app first. After you download the app, you can go back to your email, click view, and then you will see it within your in-app browser. But if you were to choose continue with browser, it basically closes this pop-up, and then you will have to key in your details such as your NRIC and date of birth before you view your contribution details. So it will be good for us to know that certain CPF notifications you receive, especially for your contribution alert for now, would appear this way, okay? So if you have the app, it actually opens up here to show you and give you a sense that it is more secure. So with that, we've come to the end of our very short sharing of CPF Mobile features, and I hope it's been a fruitful session, even though short for you so far.